Hey YouTube, this is Aisha, Growling Be Gone. I'm just smiling, you guys. And I was thinking about everything I wanted to say when I record this video tonight. I'm just overwhelmed in a way. I am celebrating 9 exact months of post-op life. It is Tuesday, August 16. My surgery was Tuesday, November 16, 2010. And this has been an unbelievable journey. I had a little moment today standing in my kitchen, and I looked in the mirror and I actually said, I like what I see in the mirror. I don't remember the last time I felt that way. So it was a sweet moment in time. It took me 9 months to get to that place where I could look in the mirror and say, I like what I see in the mirror. But anyway, I want to talk about so many things. Number one, the number 9 itself sort of always puts me in the mind of birthing. So the number 9 and how, many months a woman is carrying a baby, 9 months. And I thought about that number 9 in relation to my journey, because I do feel like I'm giving birth to a new life. Every day that I work the tool, every day that I follow the rules, it is giving birth to a new life. And I know that my journey is my own, and I own it. I protect my pouch. That pouch is my personal space. I don't like people, sort of having an opinion about, whether they think I need to not lose any more weight, like perhaps they feel like I'm small enough now. Number one, no one in my sphere of influence has ever seen me. There's about 8 or so more pounds before I am smaller than I've ever been in my adult life. And so I need to get to 196, and then once I hit 196, that'll be like the smallest I've been in as an adult. And that was a long time ago. But anyway, so the number 9, and just sort of celebrating all of that and feeling like I'm giving birth to a new life. That's just sort of been in my head today. And I wanted to make a video. I've made my July video, and so it's August, and so many things that have made me happy along the way, and just been in a lot of thought today. And so I brought along a couple things I want to talk about and a couple products to share. But we'll talk about the numbers. I started this journey at 355 pounds in November 2010. So that was November 2nd. I was 355 pounds. Surgery day was November 16th. I was 345.8. So there's a 9.2 pound pre-op loss. My total weight loss as of Tuesday, because I weigh in on Tuesdays, it was my surgery day, and I love Tuesday, it's just my favorite day of the week, was 203.8, I believe. So that means I'm just a few more steps to Wonderland. So my goal is to be in Wonderland on August 23rd. And we shall see. We shall see. So I'm down 151 pounds, 151.2 pounds as of today. And I'm just like, I can't believe it. On Saturday, I had hit the 150 mark. And every now and then I cheat and weigh in on Saturday because I'm either too anxious to, see what happened between Tuesdays. And then also it was support group day, and so I wanted to be able to report my current weight. And so I weighed on Saturday, and I hit the 150 pound mark. And then today I was down 151.2. And so I'm just sort of basking in, I cannot believe I'm 28.8 pounds or so from my goal weight of 174 pounds. And I'm 5'9" and a half. And I've been, sitting here lately wondering, another 28 pounds off of me, what will it do to my face in terms of the flesh in my face? And then, is it realistic? So these kind of doubts and stuff are popping up here. Is it realistic that I could be smaller than I've ever been as an adult? And so I wonder, how am I ever going to reach my goal? So the self-talk that I've been doing is, if I keep working my tool and keep hitting the gym, I think my body's just going to respond. It's been responding very well. I have never had a week where I did not lose weight. Every week that's recorded weight is a loss. I did have in May I had a 0.4 pound loss, and that's the lowest out of 39 weeks post-op that I had ever lost weight. And, so to answer the question, if anybody ever asks, have you ever stalled? No, I've never stalled, and I've never not had a loss. And so when I had the 0.4 loss, and I talked about that back after the meet and greet, and then I had a 1 pound loss. I had 2 episodes of only a 1 pound loss, and I'm immediately like, what the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? And so with those weeks where they're specifically here, week before last, I was a 1 pound loss. And I was like, what has changed in my environment? And I brought into my environment the Bariatric Advantage Calcium Chews, caramel and chocolate. They're like 25 calories each, and if you're doing 2 of those 2 to 3 times a day for the serving of the calcium serving for the day, I'm like, that's an extra 150 calories. And so I'm looking at everything. I end up giving those calcium chews away. I mean, I just think there's it's just too many carbs and so the point of that is, look at everything. If you're in a stall, or if you're questioning why your weight isn't moving, are you chewing too many gummy vitamins? Are you doing, these things that are bariatric safe? I mean, it's just something to think about. So those were my 1 pound week loss times when I just totally, I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I also noticed if I'm eating too many servings of fruit, that it seems like my weight slows down a little bit. My fruits of choice, banana, strawberry, and blueberries. Those are the only fruits that I really ever eat in terms of practice eating. Now, today I had a plum, and yesterday I had a peach. I had not eaten a physical peach in 39 weeks. I had some peaches out of like a container here or there, or put them in a smoothie or something. But I think that if you're wondering what's happening with your journey and your weight loss, be honest and look at every single thing you're doing. You might find some things along the way that you perhaps need to change. And I also brought along tonight post-op instructions from my surgeon. And I know Wendy did her video on the rules. I am RNY. And these rules have been with me for 39 weeks. But the one thing I wanted to point out was, the bottom of this says, recipe for success. High carbohydrate foods will prevent fat metabolism and prevent weight loss. Please avoid these foods: bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, crackers, tortillas, and fruit juice. And every time you go see the surgeon, they give you this piece of paper and he circles this section, and literally I follow these rules. And I live a very high protein first lifestyle, and I don't want my, it says high carbohydrate foods will prevent fat metabolism and prevent weight loss. And that has been something that, I just live by. And I wanted a different life. I wanted my eating life and my food life to be totally different than it was back in October and those days leading up to surgery when I was eating everything. And in my pre-op life, I just wanted my life to look different, and so it does. And those were my my rules that the surgeon gave me, and I wanted to share those because I know a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm just going to have a mashed potato on my plate, or I'm going to eat this or that, specifically RNY, and you're trying to lose weight and you're struggling. And, perhaps this specific rule from my surgeon is something that's true. I mean, high carbohydrate foods will prevent fat metabolism and prevent weight loss. And I've lived out the fact that I've never had a stall, because I just follow these simple rules. I also noticed that when I'm drinking a protein shake with too high of an amount of protein, like isopure, you can put 2 scoops and it becomes 50 grams of protein. When I was doing the 2 scoops over the last week or so, I was like, something's going on with my weight. It's not, the numbers aren't as big. Because I typically lose 9 to 11 pounds every 3 weeks. But if I'm doing odd things, I'll see those numbers kind of go down to maybe a 7-pound range or something like that. But so far, so good. Everything has been going in the direction that I like. But anyway, I wanted to share those with everybody. That really stood out to me, specifically that sentence about carbs. Something else is going on. I have been asked to be the pre-bee speaker at my support group. So this is my 2nd month in a row that I got to speak to the pre-bees. And so it's just a group of people who are all waiting for weight loss surgery. And I go over a document that looks like this, and how do I measure up with success habits and principles. And it's just about personal accountability, portion control, nutrition, fluid intake, regular exercise, vitamins and supplements, and I kind of walk through this document with them. And so that's been pretty cool, and I take samples of things that I use, like my little journal where I write down how much protein I'm getting every day, or I take my vitamin pack so they can see an example of how to keep your vitamins together and things of that nature. So that's been fun. Something else that I found, a few videos back I talked about number 2 being an issue, and Mary Posa, 1978, turned me on to Natural Calm, and this is a magnesium supplement that helps you go number 2. I found at GNC magnesium citrate, and you take a teaspoon in just a beverage, like 8 ounces of some beverage that you like. And I do this about 3 times a week. It is the best number 2 in the world. When you do the magnesium, it's not harsh on your stomach or your body. Ask your healthcare professionals if this is something that's okay for you. I love it. GNC, this is Vitamin World, but you can get both of these online, Natural Calm and magnesium citrate. So if you're having problems with number 2, these 2 are something to consider. Plus magnesium is good for you if you're into fitness, as well as it calms, hence Natural Calm. So those are 2 products that have been helpful to me in these last, I would say 3 months or so. But anyway, I just wanted to stop by and share those things that are going on in my life. 9 months. Can't believe it. Can't believe that time has flown by. I literally have, 13 weeks to get to my goal. And I want to reach my goal in a year, because I had said, prior to the journey starting, that I just wanted to give a year to losing weight so that I can move on with my life and live in maintenance. And so some of my worry about maintenance is losing my passion for fitness. And so I want to be accountable to always going to the gym and just that being a part of my life. I think I worry more about losing my endurance with running than gaining weight. I don't know why, but I think I work so hard to be able to use the elliptical machine, to be able to run on the treadmill. I'm up to anywhere between 5.0 and 5.2 on the treadmill, so I'm working on my speed all the time. I'm so much more worried about that than I am about gaining weight and maintenance. I don't know how that happened, but the fitness piece is so important to me because I see what it's done to the shape of my body and how I just feel better when my post-workout swagger, when I know I've put it all on that treadmill and everything on me is wet. I just feel so strong and healthy. And so, and I talk about with the freebies at my support group, make sure you find something that you can be passionate about and be open to doing other things. I started walking, then I started the elliptical, and by May I just couched to 5K, and then July I ran that 5K with Bandit Wendy and who. And so I'm open because I want to take a spin class and Zumba and just, you know, do all kinds of things. But I'm still kind of protective about, you know, being able to run and being able to use that elliptical at a high level. But anyway, you guys, I hope all is well and everybody's out there reaching their goals. And I still watch videos. I don't always get to comment because sometimes I'm looking at them from my BlackBerry. And I've been, you know, pretty consistent in coming by at least once a month on YouTube. I'm always on Facebook with something. So again, I'm Shea Leonard on Facebook if you want to follow me there. But everybody have a good evening, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye.